Hey guys, Kota here. So I'm back home after a business trip out of the state. It was, or rather, it felt way too long. It was about a week long, and I'm happy to be home. The weather was much warmer than it is back home, so that was pleasant, but otherwise, it was very busy. Now, as you can see, the summoning screen is up and it is on the Draco binder. For those of you that know, or watched the first video, I rolled for NP3 and I called it there. However, I already really like Nero. I always just wished they gave her more characterization than what we had gotten so far in FGO. And this event gave us that through Draco, and it was phenomenal. As a result, I went through the event. It brought me pure joy, and it's been living rent-free in my heart. After I finished the event, I managed to find some time to log on and do some more summons, and that is what this video is here for. In this video, I will voice over the roles in, sharing my thoughts about the event and just having my roles there to really have something in the background for us to also visit for some excitement in between my blabbling or whatever, rambling. I mostly just wanted to try something new, do like a video essay of sorts about why I enjoyed this event so much and why it's been living rent-free in my heart, and ultimately why I rolled for NP5 Draco after a summoning session where I stopped at NP3. With that out of the way, I will clip the next part of this video, which will be me talking about why I enjoyed the event and the summoning session. So without further ado, let's skip over that. And we're back. So I'm here to gush about why this event's characterization, themes, and Nero's evolution through Draco had me hooked from start to finish. In the background, we are doing, a few tickets I have, followed by singles. So that'll be the beginning of the summoning session while I talk about why I enjoyed this event so much and why we're going for NP5. So from the top, this is a love letter to any Nero fan. With this Beast class version of her, Sodom's Beast Draco, taking the spotlight. Lasengle knocked it out of the park, and I loved it. More than anything, I want to talk about Nero's characterization as Draco, because, wow, this is Nero like we've never seen her before. If you know Nero from Fate Extra or even just in FGO, you're used to her being this just larger than life, charismatic, big umu energy, anime girl. But Draco, she was significantly darker, more vulnerable, and she was nursing the juvenile beast for a portion of the story, while also, being the whore of Babylon straight out of the Revelation. It's not just another Nero, like a Nero bride or Nero caster. It's more of a what if that explores her deepest, fears and potential for ruin. Draco's design screams tragedy. Pale skin, red eyes, scales. She starts off, with this childlike figure that's in pain, anything from migraines to aching claws, yet there's this haunting dignity about her that keeps you glued in and, doesn't really focus on the fact that she's this juvenile figure. In fact, it's more menacing and heartbreaking with this bit of cuteness to it. She's not just a tyrant, she is someone that survived her historical despair only to be led into an inescapable corruption. So really, by the end of it, she was really just craving connection, wrestling with temptation, and we get this, that she really secretly wants to be a light for humanity. And there's this duality with her. It's really tyrant versus savior, depending on, the scene. The event itself is a masterclass in storytelling, and we all know the storytelling in FGO can be inconsistent, albeit pretty good most of the time, all the way up to incredibly good. But anyway, we follow Ritsuka. He's kidnapped by a demon god pillar, and he forms a contract with Draco. She's trying to reclaim her power, and with Ritsuka's influence, it pushes her into that redemption that she craves. The story structure, I don't know how familiar you guys are with Fate Extra, but it takes you through these singularities that are guarded by servants like Mordred, Lauter, and it really keeps you on the edge. And the supporting cast, Locusta, Tiamat, young Satanta, it just adds a ton of layers to her journey. Now, what makes this event really shine are its themes, and Lasengle weaved them in beautifully. Redemption versus damnation is front and center. I think this is roll multi-5-ish. Anyway, so you're wondering, can Draco escape her fate as a beast? This whole time, you're just at the edge of the seat. There's isolation and connection, echoing Nero's historical loneliness. Draco's forced bond with Ritsuka is pure gold. I didn't think it would be so. Oh, Lobo. But it's tense, it's dangerous, and it's just human. Like, what if you had to pair up with this beast? We get the duality of legacy, with Draco as Rome's depravity against, Rome's glory. And this sacrifice versus agency, she fights to define herself beyond her past that we know. These themes don't just make the story deep, hey Chiome, but they make you feel for Draco. Oh. There she is. Love the summoning animation. That will never get old. Where was I? Well, we were rooting for her to defy her own darkness. Oh, I know, I'm just rambling. Anyway, so we skipped towards the ending, right? And it was absolutely perfection. Without spoiling everything, oh, gold, so messed up. Draco's choice, shaped by, Fujimaru Ritsuka's compassion, hits the right notes at the end. It wasn't just about saving the day, it was about Nero confronting her shadow self and vowing to keep shining. Plus, just having her in that form after that story as a playable servant and our first beast class servant is just an awesome reward for sticking around through this story and through Nero as a character. Honestly, I loved every bit of the event. It's one of those rare FGO moments where the story, the characters, and the gameplay click perfectly. Draco deepens Nero beyond her usual flair. She's this tragic, resilient figure who's both tyrant and victim, with the potential to be so much more. We always knew that. It's a testament as to why I personally like Nero. She's flawed, vibrant, and she's always fighting to be true to herself, even if she was led to a pretty dark place. Anyway, to wrap it all up, Lilim Harlot reimagines Nero through Draco as this tragic, multifaceted figure, a tyrant, a victim, and a potential savior. By blending the historical infamy with the mythological horror of fate, it deepens her character beyond her exuberance, revealing her fears and resilience. The event's narrative, bolstered by the storytelling and the emotional weight, just makes it stand out in FGO's legacy. So that was all of my thoughts about Draco and this event. What did you think of Lilim Harlot? Are you as obsessed with the story as I clearly am? I look forward to hearing about that in the comments below, of course. Now, I've lost track of the multis in all my blabbing, but we need one more Draco. Let's see how it unfolds. I want to say we're in the 10 to 20 of multis. Man, so I'm so happy we have Draco, and my business trip is over and back. Nothing there. This is my first. Oh, look at that. Voicing over something rather than just kind of turning on a microphone and rolling with you guys. So I'm sure there wasn't anything in tradition, or sorry, anyway, in transition. Yeah, this is when I get a little bit angsty with the rolls. Speaking of, I hope you guys had a great weekend. I'll start this week off well, and we're almost done with this event. I hope you landed Draco if you were going for her, or Tiamat, and if you did, I hope you rolled for the copies that you wanted. Random Frankenstein. Oh, and Lacosta was great too. She was so unapologetically herself. Random Helena. I'm back to work, but I can record this very early in the morning. Oh. There she is. NP5. God. You know, we all talk about the animation, but the sound is what really takes it and makes it phenomenal. Thank you guys for sticking around through my rambling. What did you guys think of Lilim Harlot? What did you guys think of Draco as a character? And did you roll for Draco? And if you did, please let me know in the comments below about anything. I look forward to engaging with you guys further. If you have any feedback as to how I can share more intimate thoughts about any of the characters, any of the events while rolling for servants, please let me know. That will be very valuable to me. If you like this video, please like it, subscribe for more, share it, and I look forward to the rest of the week now that I'm back home, and I wish you guys well as we kick off this new week and say goodbye to this event in FGO. Thanks again, take care, be well, see you guys next time, bye bye.